Hello guys, Icon here, and today I'll be going over the patch 5.4 Deathknight changes as of the 13th of July 2013. There will be more changes, and some changes will be changed once they realise they're overpowered or not, but here are the changes so far. Okay, the first two changes for every spec. This top one is new, I only saw it today, and this is quite good actually. Defecate now returns a Deathknight to a location near their original departure point when their spell is cast while in even hold. Obviously this isn't going to increase your DPS or anything, but it's quite nice at Deathknight, because when we used to go for our talent changes and such, we had to Defecate all the way to even hold, then Hearthstone or get summoned to where we were back before. But now, say you're in the middle of a raid, you want to change your talent, say from Frost to Unholy, you Defecate to even hold, then you do what you have to do, then Defecate again while in even hold, click it, and you'll go out back to where you were before in the raid, or in Ogrimmar, wherever you were before. So that's quite a good change. The second one is Icebound Fortitude no longer costs any runic power whatsoever, which is great for Death Knights, and it might encourage the use of the Glyph actually, because on a very short cooldown, I think it reduces it to 1 minute or 1 minute 30, something like that. A stun-free cooldown is going to be good against such like mages and such. So yeah, the Glyph could be used because of that change. Okay, changes to the Deathknight talents. Anti-magic zone has had a complete rework here. The talent now reduces the magic damage taken in the area of effect by 40% for 3 seconds, and there is no longer a cap on the total damage absorbed, and the ability no longer scales with strength. I kind of like this and don't like this. Anti-magic zone was really useful for various fights, even though some people say it wasn't. Deathwing for the Elementium Bolt. The anti-magic zone was very nice. It's also nice in some of the Throne of Thunder fights and the ones before that. But this new anti-magic zone will still be useful as a raid cooldown. The 40% magic damage reduction for 3 seconds is pretty good on those big abilities where everyone has to stack up to split damage and such. But I don't think they needed to change that, to be honest. Death Siphon has had its damage increased by 10%. I don't think that's going to have an effect on anything. I don't think anyone will be using Death Siphon. And the interesting one, Plague Leech now tries to convert 2 fully depleted runes up from 1 into a Death Rune based on specialisation. 2 Death Runes is very good. I reckon we'll be seeing Plague Leech a lot more in PvE nowadays, but I know some people were using it, and I used it for a bit in PvE before. 3 Death Runes is very important. That's a 3 Obliterate, 2 Scourge Strikes, or Death Strike, 2 Heart Strikes, whatever you want really. And other costlier diseases, you can just put them back on with Outbreak or Unholy Blight, whatever you have. So I think Plague Leech is going to be a lot more useful now, because that's a good change. Okay, here are the changes to some of the Deathknight Glyphs. Glyph of Enduring Affection now reduces damage dealt by diseases by 15%, down 30% reduction. That's still useless in my opinion. It makes your diseases underspellable but reduces the damage, and you don't want to reduce the damage of anything really, just put them back on if they get dispelled. Glyph of Mind Freeze now reduces the cooldown Mind Freeze by 1 second, raises its cost by 10 runic power, down from 2 and 20. Again, I think that's pretty useless. You don't want any runic power on Mind Freeze preferably, so you can use it when you want and you don't have to keep 10 runic power at all times. Glyph Outbreak, again a useless one, now causes Outbreak to cost 30 runic power, down from 40. The Glyph makes it have no cooldown, but don't really need that, don't need runic power to get your disease on these targets. So 3 useless changes really to the Glyphs. Try and get them used, but then I don't think any of them are going to get used. Okay, and finally changes to Blood and Unholy. Blood get a new passive, all tanks do I believe, called Riposte. I think it's only plate tanks that get this, I'm not sure though. Riposte is a new passive ability learned by the Blood Death Knights level 76. When the Death Knight dodges or parries any attack, they gain 75% of their parry or dodge, and dodge even, as additional bonus for critical strike for 20 seconds. This is basically encouraging people to use parry and dodge again, because a lot of Death Knights are just getting DPS gear with the mastery on instead of the tanking gear with, say, mastery and parry instead of mastery and haste. And Paladins are stacking haste, so this is definitely a change for them, because they want to get them onto parry and dodge and not stacking haste instead. And the second change is a big change. Dancing Rune Weapon no longer costs runic power. That's a very good, nice buff for the Blood Death Knights. Got another 1 or 2 rune strikes out of that, so that's very good. Sanguine Fortitude no longer reduces the cooldown of the cost of Icebound Fortitude. Sorry, no longer reduces the cost, not cooldown. The cost is 0 runic power, 0 runic power now anyway, so that's not going to have any effect whatsoever. That's just taken it off the tooltip pretty much. Scent of Blood now also has a chance to activate when the Death Knight dodges or parries a melee attack. Again, that's trying to get Death Knights to use dodge and parry. Unholy Master Ghouls now reduces the cooldown of Raised Dead by 60 seconds. It's very good, especially in like arena cases when everyone's killing your ghoul all the time. You can get him up more often now, which is very good. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope this helped. Hope more buffs or what changes come to the Deathknight to make it more interesting next patch. I am liking this patch, however. I think it's fine. In PvE they are a lot weaker than other classes though, so hopefully we get some buffs PvE without damaging PvP too much. But anyway, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you soon.